Good job.
All right, welcome to day 4. Here we go. Today's upper body day. I hope you're ready. Meredith, these are for you, of course. I hope you enjoy. We are having a little issue with the camera because my battery is almost dead. So we're going to try to adjust this so it works. I think that's good. Alright, today's upper body day. Not going to lie to you. There's going to be a lot of push-ups, a lot of pressing. It's all body weight, so, you know, a lot of shoulder stuff. But I know that you can totally push through, and I know you can make it. Talk about form for push-ups. We're going to be doing wide fingers, right? They're going to be wider than and lower than your shoulders while you're on the floor. So the push-up is going to be wider than, if you have a yoga mat, your fingers are probably going to be near the edge or falling off the edge. Push-ups can be done from your knees. Make sure your shoulders are down. Your booty's tight, your belly's tight, and you're looking straight down towards the ground. Just go to a depth that's comfortable for you and press right back up. This is one of those exercises that you can do on an elevated surface, or you can do off of the wall. We will be doing burpees, so I'm going to talk to you about burpee form. That is going to be same thing as a push-up. We're going to put our hands down, and we're going to start from a standing position. We'll put our hands down in our push-up position. We're going to hop all the way back to a straight arm plank. You can drop your knees and then try to bring your chest as close to the floor as possible. Very important to press up in one solid piece. When you step up or hop up, you want to go wider than your hands. Don't come up close and narrow underneath your body. It's safer on your low back. It's safer on your knees. Overall, it's a better burpee. You come up. Don't forget to give yourself a high five. Burpees are hard. They suck. I know. So you should just be like, go me. I just did a burpee. And again, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of recovery today. So it's only 20 seconds. You won't get that many burpees in. So don't fear the burpee. It's good for you. Let's see. Well, I think we should just get started. Start warming up, get our body ready to go. If I see anything else that I need to go over form with, I'm going to finish with that at the end. So let's start on our knees, and we're going to start with that stretch that we finished with yesterday, which is the interlace of the fingers, straightening the arms, pull the arms away from the body if you have the space. Otherwise, you're just going to interlace and straighten, bend and straighten. We're warming up the front side of the body, so I don't want you to hold the stretch. We want to stretch and release, stretch and release. So we're going to straighten and pull away, and then release. Let those shoulders come forward. Squeeze the shoulders together, straighten the arms, pull them away from the body, and then roll them forward. We're going to roll them back, squeeze and pull away from the body, and relax. We got 3 more of these. So pull the shoulders down, straighten the arms, lift them away, and relax. Shoulders forward. Shoulders down, straighten the arms, pull them away, and relax. You may have to re-grip. I started to lose my grip there. So re-grip and make sure that you have full grip before you pull your hands away from your body. All right, now we're going to do shoulder circles. So big shoulders up towards the ears, pull them down the back. Big shoulders up towards the ears, pull them down the back. Trying to draw big circles. If you had like a marker on the side of your shoulder and a piece of paper, draw a big circle right there. So as wide as you can get your chest, and then your shoulders come all the way forward. All right, let's do the other way. So we squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring those shoulders up and forward. Squeeze, up and forward. Squeeze, up and forward. Almost like we're just like shrugging, like, meh, right? Like, why? Right? Well, we're doing this to warm up our shoulders, warm up our neck, get our muscles ready to go. Now we're going to do arm circles, starting big and forward. So the shoulders are going to go up naturally. We're not going to force them to go up. Just big arm circles. Now you have, paint at the end of your fingers, and we're drawing big circles on the boards next to us. Of course, that's just, we're imagining that we're doing that. Unless you really want to do it. All right, big circles backwards. We got to get these shoulders ready to go and warmed up because upper body day is arms, right? We're getting our arms and our shoulders and our chest and our core and our back and everything. We need to get it ready to go. All right, now we're going to go tiny circles and much faster. We're going forward. Tiny little baby circles. As I look at myself in the mirror, it just looks like I'm flying away. I promise I'm drawing circles. And then let's go backwards. Tiny circles. Tiny, tiny circles. And quick little motions. All right, now we're going to swing and hug ourselves. Swing and hug ourselves. Give yourself a nice pat on the back. It's day 4. And you've made it through 3 days of creating awesome, healthy, positive habits to change your life, to be the life of your dreams, right? It's the small steps that take us the farthest. If we just try to take giant leaps into something that we don't know how to do, we're probably going to fall on our face and then think that we can't do it. So let's start small, and then we're going to get there. Small steps, one small step every day to create a successful life. All right, now we're going to go out, ooh, and ooh. So we're just sort of drawing an X and then patting ourselves on the back. X, 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 and X. Okay, now we're going to do some squeezing of the shoulder blades and release. So I'm going to show you from the back. I'm not sure if you can see it, but we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades and then release. Squeeze them together and release. From the side, I'll show you, make sure your ribs stay down so we don't push the ribs out in our squeeze. We're going to squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. All right, so we're on day 4 of our first week. I've probably said that like 4 times already. But I'm going to get you started with some jumping jacks to finish our warm-up. And then I'm going to talk about one more form before I start demonstrating the first circuit. So I want you to get your heart rate up. You're going to keep doing jumping jacks while I go over this form. We're going to be in a crab position later. It's just very important to protect the shoulders. When you're in a crab position, your fingers can be facing whatever way feels the most comfortable for your shoulders and your body. You do not have to pick your hips up that high, but make sure you squeeze your shoulder blades together before you pick it up. That way your shoulders are stable. You can come all the way up to a tabletop if that feels good. Otherwise, you can just hover your butt off of the ground. All right, that's the only one. I'm going to start demonstrating. First one is Russian get-ups. We did these the other day. It's great for your arms. We're starting in a straight arm plank position and going down to an elbow plank. Straight arm plank to an elbow plank. You can do this from your knees, or you can also do it from a tabletop. So any of those positions that feel right for you, that's where you're going to go. Our second is a T raise. So we're going to go into a dowel hinge, right? I didn't talk about dowels, but we want to do a hinge, right? Send your butt back. Imagine that you have a dowel from your head to your tailbone, so we're trying to keep it straight. You're going to have your hands right in front of your chest like you're clapping. And then you're going to bring them straight out to the side like you're going to draw a T with your upper body. And then slow and controlled, clap. Bring it out to a T. Slow and controlled, clap, out to a T. You can add weights if you really want to, but you don't need to. This is a great back of the shoulder exercise. Now we're going to do tricep dips. You can do this off of a chair if you have a chair, or you can do it off of the ground. I'll demonstrate both ways. Again, this is a crab tabletop position, so your hands are in whatever position feels good for you. We can hold the butt up, and all you're going to do is bend your elbows, and your butt comes a little closer to the ground. You're probably about to see my dogs. They're just coming in from going to the bathroom. Or you can grab a stool, and then you're going to sit your butt on the edge of the stool. Make sure you've got a good comfortable grip. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then we're just going to dip down. Dip down, bending through the elbows is the only movement there. The final one is burpees, which I already demonstrated, but I'm going to do it one more time. So we put our hands down in our push-up position, we hop back, bring the chest all the way to the ground, press up in one solid piece, hop up wide, and give yourself a high five. Okay. Sorry, I forgot my timer. All right, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of recovery. We're starting with those Russian get-ups in 3, 2, 1, and go. It's upper body day, which means your upper body days, or your upper body is definitely going to get tired. So remember, you have the option to go on your knees from here or from a tabletop. Make sure your body stays as still as possible. You have 5 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Our second exercise is T raises. So we're going to screw our feet into the ground. We're going to hinge at the hips, adding your weight if you want. Here we go. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, slow and control. This is not a quick movement. And make sure you're using those muscles in between your shoulders to raise those arms. So we squeeze the shoulder blades together, slow and control on the way down. Squeeze and relax and rest. Tricep dips, your choice. Grab that stool or on the floor and go. If you're on a stool, make sure your butt stays close to the stool. Make sure you keep squeezing those shoulder blades together and keep those elbows in tight behind you. Keep your belly tight always. Upper body day is a lot of core training because those push-ups, you're going to have to keep your core really tight to make sure that you press up in one solid piece. All right, and rest. Our final one is burpees. Thank you. And here we go. Don't give up just because you hear burpees. You can definitely do them. Just go down as deep as you can, right? And press right back up. Make sure you hop or step those feet up, right? You can step, step. Don't forget to congratulate yourself at the top with that high five. And rest. Say 20 seconds means you're not going to get that many burpees in. So don't fear the burpee. Russian get-ups. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure you're squeezing your booty. Keep that belly nice and tight. Make sure you alternate which hand you're pressing up with. And you're working on that neck posture, looking straight down at the ground. 3, 2, 1. All right, T raises. Remember, add the weight if you need it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All that activation comes from in between those shoulder blades. You still want to draw the shoulders down away from your ears. Nice job. It may feel easy without weight, but I promise you, you're still working the back side of those shoulders. And rest. All right, tricep dips. I'm going to show you from the floor again in case that's what you want to do. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You just pick those hips up, and we're still just bending through the elbows. Your hand position is whatever feels the most comfortable on your shoulders. So your fingers can be down towards your toes, or they can be out towards the side, or facing up towards your head. And rest. All right, it's your final time doing burpees, so make it your best. Try to break your record from last time. How many did you do? Try to do one more in 2, 1. Here we go. Bring that chest as close to the ground as possible. Make sure you press up in one solid piece. Remember, those hands are out wider and lower than your shoulders for that push-up. We're so close. 5 seconds. Come on. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. All right, circuit 1 is done for upper body day. We're moving on to the next one. Grab some water. Catch your breath. Get a towel if you need it. We're going to do prone crow again, which we did on Monday for our whole body day. So that's where we're laying all the way down. Face is in the mat. Arms are out to the side. And we squeeze the shoulder blades and give a thumb up to our neighbors. And then slow and control, relax those shoulders all the way down. Remember, nothing is moving except for your arms. Everything else stays nice and stable. Then we have a rolling plank. This can be done from the knees. So we're gonna start in a side plank, right? You can be on your knee or you can have your feet stacked, elbows directly under the shoulder. We're gonna roll, matching our forearms together to a plank, and then we're gonna roll to the other side. If you do this from your knees, you're just gonna roll over on your knees to the other side. Third one is a crab to a push-up. This is definitely an advanced move. So you can just do a crab and then switch over and do push-ups halfway through. Nala, get your face out of the camera, baby. All right, so we're gonna be in that crab position that I talked about. And then your choice, however you wanna flip over. What I like to do is lift my opposite limbs, my one opposite foot and hand, and then I flip over and then drop my knees and do a push-up. And then I flip back over into a crab position. If that's too much for you, right? I just want you to hold crab, right? And then I'm gonna tell you halfway and you're gonna flip over and then you're gonna do push-ups. So you still get the benefit of both movements. The final one in this circuit is a plank to a downward facing dog. Working that shoulder strength and that mobility through the shoulder. So we go from a straight arm plank and then push our butts up in the air and tuck our head in between our arms and then glide back forward into a plank. You can also be in your plank here and then push your butt up and then drop to your knees and then push your butt up. All right, that's circuit number 2. Same thing, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of recovery. Starting with our prone crow in 3, get out of the way. Riley. 3, 2, 1, and go. Prone crow, face down. We're thumbs upping our neighbor, squeezing our shoulder blades together and trying to keep everything pressed into the ground except for those arms. We're really going to work the back side of the shoulders to make them stronger. If you ever feel like you want to work on a posture or on posture, this is a great exercise for that because we can stretch out the chest here and really activate the back of the shoulders. And rest. Rolling plank. Here we go. We're in a side plank. Roll through the center and on the other side. Remember, you can do this from your knees. Move those feet around to make it easy to roll, right? I'm walking my feet so I can roll back and forth and then bringing my arm into that position. Rest so I can easily transition. Crab to a push-up. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. We're rotating and dropping to a push-up and then rotate back. We're going to stay to the same side. Rotate the same side because then when we come back and do this move again, we'll do the other side. You got time for one more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Final one is plank to a downward facing dog. 5 seconds. Nice deep breaths on those rests. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Straight arm plank, push to a downward facing dog. Back to a straight arm plank. Back to a downward facing dog. You may feel like you're just sort of stretching out your calves and your hamstrings, but I promise you, you're getting some really good shoulder work here. And rest. Okay, look at that. Again, we're halfway point right now. You're doing fantastic. Nice deep breath. We're starting from the top in that prone crow. And 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze those shoulder blades, lift those thumbs up towards the ceiling as high as they'll go. And relax. Lift arms as high as they'll go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And relax. Nice job. We're really working on fixing those posture muscles. Getting some stress out of the front side of the body and rest. All right, rolling plank. Remember, you can do this from your knees. 3, 2, 1. So I'm on my knees. I'm just switching arms and I'm rolling from my face down to my face out to the side. So my side of the body is down and then I'm switching all the way through, keeping those shoulders down away from the ears and looking straight down towards the ground as I roll through the middle and rest. Okay, crab to a push-up. We're gonna go the other way, right? So I'm gonna face this way this time. Ready? And go. So we rotate and do a push-up. Turn around on our back. Rotate and push up. Oh, I never told you halfway last time. I guess I lied. Sorry. My bad. So maybe this time just do your push-ups and rest. All right, we have one more exercise and then you get another water break. That's going to be our plank to a downward facing dog in 2, 1. Here we go. And make sure you're in your plank. You're squeezing your booty. Your abs are super tight. Push all the way through, trying to tuck your head in between those arms. The butt's as high in the air as possible. Whew, 5 seconds. Come on. Then you get a water break. And rest. All right. You are doing fantastic work on day 4. Upper body day. We are moving on to our final circuit. So again, 20 seconds of work. You should be working super hard for those 20 seconds, right? Make that 10-second rest something that you're begging for. So, renegade row is number 1. So we're in our plank position, squeezing our butt. I think we did this on Monday or Tuesday. Bring your feet wider for more stability, closer for less stability. Also, you can do this from your knees or from a tabletop position. Just make sure that belly remains nice and tight. We really want to activate through the back of the shoulder. So we squeeze the shoulder blade together and tap the hip with our hand. Squeeze and tap. Squeeze and tap. That's our renegade row. Then we're going to do a bear. That's going to be again on the front side of the body. Hands under the shoulders. Curl the toes under. The knees are underneath the hips. Tighten that belly and we're just going to hover off of the ground. And hold. This is kind of like a plank. You want to keep your belly tight, look straight down towards the ground, keep everything nice and stable. Then we're going to work on hand release push-ups. You can do this on a wall, right, or on an elevated surface. If you're on an elevated surface, you might not want to take your hands off, but just bring your chest all the way. That's the point of a hand release push-up. So for me, I always do these from my knees. I'm going to be in my push-up position. My fingers are spread out wide. My hands are wider than and lower than my shoulders. I squeeze my butt, tighten my belly, pull my shoulders down, and then bring my chest to the ground. Squeeze my shoulder blades together to lift my hands off, and then I press up in one solid piece. So I come all the way to the ground, squeeze my shoulders, and then press up in one solid piece. The only way to get my hands off of the floor is to squeeze my shoulders together so I have more space, and I'm activating the back side of my body as well. The final one is a crab crawl. So we talked about that crab positioning. Remember, your fingers can face any way that you like. You want your feet hip distance apart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your butt as far off the floor as possible. And then you can just slowly move around. You don't have to go that far. Even just holding a crab position can be a challenge. But make sure you keep your elbows soft, right? So I'm not locking them out. I just want them kind of soft. Give me some more room to work with, less pressure on that joint. Okay, 4 minutes of hard work, and then we're going to stretch. Okay, here we go. Starting with that renegade row. 3, 2, you got this. 1, and go. All right, remember, hand to the hip by squeezing the shoulder blade together. Keep that chest broad. Shoulders down away from the ears. You're looking straight down towards the ground. A nice long neck. You got this. Remember, knees or tabletop is an option here. But I want you to fight for it. I want you to want to be able to do this. Rest. Right? You got to work hard. Take it easy so you don't cause pain, right? Burning muscle, that's okay. We already talked about that. All right, bear position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Pick up and hold. Tight belly. Work on that nice deep belly breathing. As you inhale, the belly should expand. And exhale, let it all out, but keep that belly tight. 3 seconds, come on. 2, 1, and rest. All right, we got those hand release push-ups. The chest is all the way to the ground. Hands are off in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Make sure you press up in one solid piece. Do your best to keep your neck long and those shoulders down away from the ears. Very important to keep the butt squeezed so we don't arch that low back. You got time for one more. Press all the way up. Nice job. Take a break. We're going to do that crab crawl. So tiny movements or just hold in place. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. And your butt does not have to be that far off the ground. If just hovering is a good workout for you, this is perfect, right? That's still a challenge for me to hold myself off the ground. But I want to push myself to the edge. I want to see some changes in this 29 days. I want to make a good habit of working out, taking care of myself, and helping my friends stay accountable. Oh, rest. Okay. One more time. 2 more minutes. Here we go. Renegade row. 2, 1, and go. Push yourself. Come on. It's your last 2 minutes of work. Squeeze that shoulder blade down and together. Don't give up now. Taking time for yourself is super important. If you read my blog about Skittles, you would know that. It has nothing to do with Skittles, but you should read it. It's kind of funny. Rest. All right, bear position. Knees hover off the ground. Inches. Here we go. 2, 1. And we're hovering. Hands under the shoulders. Knees under the hips. Belly is tight. But I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing all the way to my belly. Nice long neck, looking straight down towards the ground. So close. Come on, hold it. 5 seconds. And rest. All right, hand release push-ups. You have 2 exercises left before we get to stretch. You're so close. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Check in with your body. Don't let your form go away just because you're getting tired. I'd rather you slow your movement down than go quick and lose your form. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 1 solid piece as you press up. We got time for 1 more. Squeeze and press. All right. Now what do we got? Crab crawl. That's it. 1 exercise, 20 seconds. You can make it. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 2, 1. Let's lift up. Remember, you can just hold, or you can do tiny movements forward and backward, side to side. If you have space in your apartment, walk around your apartment. I'm going to tell you when to stop. You don't have to watch me. 5 seconds. 2, 1. All right. Whew, you are done. That was solid work. Great upper body day. We're going to stretch it out, so let's just sit nice and comfortably for a second. Nice deep breath. Comfortable on your knees, cross-legged. Up on the couch, if you got one behind you, you can still see the video. We just want to make sure that we stretch out this upper body. So we're going to start by stretching the back side of the shoulders. You want to put your right arm out in front of you, look directly out from your shoulder. Take your left fingers, hook the forearm, pull it across your body like you're going to chop your head off. I guarantee you can pull it farther than you think. But we're not going to grab up here. We always want to grab on the forearm and keep that arm straight. Try to pull that right shoulder down and just pull, pull, pull until you feel a nice stretch on the back side of that shoulder, maybe wrapping around to the front. Nice deep breath. I hope you're feeling great from these workouts. Remember, drink a lot of water because, your muscles really need it. Our bodies need it, but, our muscles, especially since you're working out, you're sweating, you're exerting a lot of energy, you need to replace that water that you're sweating out. All right, left side, arm goes straight out. We're going to hook that forearm, pull it straight across the body. Draw that left shoulder down and pull, pull, pull until you feel that stretch. Your body may twist a little bit. That's okay. We're looking for the stretch in the back side of the shoulder, which is very important. We just worked the back side of the body in those hand release push-ups, the prone crow, our rolling planks, the crab. Okay, and relax. Let's just move the neck from side to side. We're just going to loosen it up. Mine just cracked. I don't know if you heard that. Whew. Nice job. Now let's look over the shoulder. We're just going from side to side. Side to side. And then we're going to stretch out those triceps because we did a lot for that. Hand up. Stick it in between those shoulder blades and take that opposite hand and pull it back. Then I want you to try to push your ribs out that way. So you can stretch the lats and the tricep at the same time. You can always look towards that arm that you're stretching to create a little more space for your neck. 2 more deep breaths right here. All right. Now we're going to switch arms. The left arm reaches up, and then in between those shoulder blades. Then we take the other hand, we pull it back. Now remember, pushing those ribs out to that side. And we're going to stretch, and you can look towards that arm. Oh, nice deep breaths. And relax. This is Nala, everybody. Hi, Nala. All right, so that's going to be it for today. You did a fantastic job. I'm so happy that you're all posting. Your stories are super motivational. It's a real inspiration, and I'm so grateful to all of you for being on there and helping to keep me accountable, and I'm here to help you stay accountable. So if you want to reach out in any other way, if you don't feel comfortable posting on the group page, but you want to talk to me, private message me, and I'm definitely going to be there for you. This whole thing is to create positive habits. It's not about just not drinking or just not spending money. If those aren't your goals, then that's fine. Those are things that I want to work on. I don't have the best spending habits, so I'm trying to lock myself away from spending for 29 days. And then maybe I can make better choices in March, or maybe I'll do it again in March. But the point is, let's create positive habits that work for you. If my goals are not your goals, that's fine. Make your goals personal, something that you're definitely going to strive for, because that's how you create those positive habits, by doing them every day. And if you don't have a why, a reason for selecting those goals, then it's going to be really hard to keep those goals. So if those goals that I have posted are not for you, pick your own goals and then make those happen. 29 days are going to go by regardless, so let's work together, stay accountable, and be positive, and make the changes in our lives to create the life that we want to lead. People are always afraid of change, but we should not be afraid to change something, to move away from the life that's making us unhappy. Anyhow, that's a lot of preaching, but I hope you're having a great time. I love hearing from you, so please keep posting. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow.